Hello and welcome, I'm Misstical. This is Misstical Gaming. We're jumping into Watcher of Realms. It's Tower of Deception. We are doing stages 36 and 37. This is the team we're using for 36. 3 tanks or defenders, a couple of fast revivers. So Damien's missing from this lot. I've gone with an Aatrox and Decimus, but go with whoever you like. They're not important, it's just how quickly we can get round to them. A pair of healers, and then I've gone for some fighters who have got a bit of AoE, do some nice damage, and I've got that range to go over the top of the defenders. So that's about it. That's what we need for the fight. Right, Nizen is absolutely brilliant for this, okay? The range is absolutely perfect for you. It comes up 3 wide, it goes 3 long. It's absolutely perfect. Perfect. Really, really good hero for this, okay? Right, this is the first mob we've got to deal with, okay? So, Sinwrath, HP, mediocre, defense and magic resistance are the same, so it doesn't matter what we use on it, and its attack is quite hard, but it has a mist shroud, so it becomes shrouded in mist and untargetable whilst not being blocked. So we've got to block them so we can target them. That's the first mob that we've really got to deal with, okay? And then we're chucking down our healer, and then we're going to chuck down our tank or defender so we can block these mobs, and then once they're blocked we can see them coming out here. Once they're blocked we can then start attacking them, okay? So that's realistically what we're after. I'm going to chuck down our Broknir. He's going down first. Absolutely solid tank. I make sure all the tanks and defenders have the Bastion ring on, because later on the mobs come up to 4, so you want to make sure you can target these off. Now I use the ultimate as soon as I can, mostly because it's a very long ultimate and I want it to come back round as quickly as possible. So as soon as I can, I put the ultimate on, okay? That's more to do with I want it to end so it comes back round faster more than anything else, okay? So there's the ultimate going on, taking care of the mobs quite quickly. If you've got them A1, A3, that sort of thing, this is going to be even easier for you, okay? So this is an A0 version. Right, we've got our next pair of mobs coming in now. We've only got the 2 on this level, and these are the 2 that we've got. So Thundercaller is the next one. Now this one here, we have our ranged, not ranged, sorry, they're in light armor. Now the defense and magic resistance is substantially different, okay? So your piercers are going to do remarkably well here. Now the thing they're going to do is this lightning sigil, cast a spell to launch a massive lightning sigil. The lightning sigil moves along the Thundercaller's path, so wherever they're going to go it moves ahead of them, okay? It moves faster than them as well, so there is a gap that comes up. Dealing high damage to the first hero it touches, and then explodes, but it explodes and stays there for a considerable amount of time, and it's just pulsing and doing damage, okay? We'll have a look at them in a second, okay? But that's what they're doing. Now this is where our fast recall units are coming back in. We're sticking down Sun Wukong because he does really nice single target damage dealing, and we want his ultimate to come around in time. Now I don't have a lot of coins left, so go careful with the amount of coins you've got. There we go, there's Aatrox down, and then I can put Decimus down as well, okay? So they both get blown up, but I can record and get some coins back from Decimus, and that's what I mean, it just stays there. Now that's not the only one they can cast. They can cast more if you leave them alone long enough. So make sure you do actually start killing them as quickly as possible. You want to kill them relatively fast, to be honest, before they cast another one. Casting another one is just a nightmare for you because it just puts it right in the middle there for you, and then you're in a whole world of hurt because everyone's getting attacked by this, okay? So get rid of that as quickly as you can. Magda seems to work remarkably well with them. When she pulls them across, it does interrupt their spell, so it may be something you want to consider, alright? Now, the next 2 of them are coming down now. We've had our next group of mobs, and now the next 2 are coming down. That's why I haven't placed my next fighter down behind them on the spot of the fighter. So I've got a spare space that I'm going to put Kagiri down in, but I can't yet because I need to get rid of these. Now, interestingly, these 2 that I've already got will disappear just in time for you to put mobs down for these ones, okay? It's quite quick, so watch carefully because The 2 that are actually already exploded and dealing damage will disappear. Then we've got a couple of seconds to actually get our next heroes down. Okay, so they've gone, and now's our time to spring into action, get our Aatrox down, get a Decimus down. Same trick again. Boom, they explode. We can recall Decimus. That's absolutely great. Here he goes down, and then I can get my healer down. Okay, there we are, and that's it all done. I just sit down now and cast off my ultimates and try and kill people as much as I can. Now, if you have a look, Sun Wukong, his ultimate range will hit the middle one. Okay, so you can nuke down one of these with a Sun Wukong ultimate. Okay, just sort of something for you to be cognizant of when you're doing your fight. Okay, so down they come. They're going to take a bit of damage. It's magic damage, which is a bit of a shame, which works well for them because they don't take much damage in there. And then we can do a Sun Wukong ultimate. Boom, there we go, and we can get rid of them. The second 2 fall very quickly. Okay, now you might do a bit more work, or you might create a bit more work for yourself depending on how good or bad your tanks are. So mine aren't fantastically geared up, so one of my tanks will die in this, but I've got a Decimus there and I can place that down. It gives me another 8 seconds of DPS. Okay, so just something for you to be aware of. You can use better healers. My healers probably aren't the best healers in the game. If you've got the new healer, Elsme, is it? Something like that. But if you've got that new healer from the Northern faction, she's absolutely fantastic. She would work really well for you here, doing that single target, because most of this is single target sort of healing, really. You'd probably get away with that really well. There we go. That's it done. I had to place my Decimus down, but that's about it for me. Okay, there we are. There's victory done. That's it, 3-starred. All nice and relatively easy. Right, so the team healer wise, we've gone to use her as a healer. She's in the Invig set. Skills are all done. Awakenings, is she awakened? No, she's not awakened. And artifact, got her own exclusive on. Oh, got up to 25. That's a bonus. I won't try and butcher his name anymore. Promotions are all done. Gear, he's in Soulbound Arcana. Stats there. Skills, he's not bonded. I think it'd be brilliant if he was bonded. Mine isn't awakened, but doing the slow on people as well, I think the A1 would be brilliant for you. And I've got his exclusive, but it's only done at level 10. Okay, so that's that done. Sun Wukong, yeah, fully promoted. Gear, skills are all done. Awakened, he's fully awakened to A5, and he's got his own artifact on. Okay, but it's only at 22, and it's had a slight augmentation as well. So promotion there. Gear do have his bonded skill. Awaken, he is fully awakened, and artifact, he's got his own artifact on as well. Okay, healer, where you could probably improve on. Gear, he's in Wings of Grace set. Skills are all done. He's not awakened, and he's got his own artifact on. Okay, but I think you could do better with healers. Promotions, Gearing, Tempered Will, skills are all done. I've got mine up to A2, which is quite nice, and then Awakening, like I say, because we get those mobs that come down in groups of 4 later on, so you want to make sure you can block that off. Okay, promotions, gear, I've gone HP, and I've gone for sort of HP, crit rate, crit damage. I've gone for more of a damagey build on her because it's quite good fun more than anything else. Awaken, I've got her at A1, and then artifact wise, again, it's a Bastion's Ring, but again, banner coming around soon. Or depending on when you watch this, just had a banner on her. Promotions are all done. Gear, again, he's in Tempered Will. I think I've only got the 2 sets of Tempered Will. Are they all rolled? They haven't rolled remarkably well. There we go. So Awakenings, I haven't got any Awakens on it. Artifact, again, it's just a level 10 one. So there we go. That's the heroes and the gear we've got on that one. Let's put you back in there. Right, stage 37. Let's jump into this one and get this one smashed out. Okay, now I'm using a Northerner Exterrence teams. You could very much get away with a Watchguard and a Piercer team. I think that would work remarkably well, but the concept is very much the same. It's probably a little bit trickier this way round, but there are better heroes you can put in, and we'll discuss those as we go, okay? Right, so back again, he is back. He's doing another fantastic job here. Again, if you're running a Watchguard team, he would fit very well into that as well. Okay, so healers going down, healers coming across the map, that's absolutely fine, no issues there. Now, as you can see, we've got another new mob, but we'll discuss that when we get to it. We've got the same ones coming down here, and again, we're waiting to get our tank up. Okay, now I use the ultimates relatively soon. Okay, so get the ultimate off. I've probably been a bit late on this ultimate. I could have done with going a bit earlier on it, but there we go. And then I go, so you've got on the top run, you've got to put your defender down first before you put the next one down, because that's just the way they arrive. Okay, so that's the reason they've gone down that way. Again, they're both in the Bastion's ring to give them that extra block, but we'll be able to take care of all these mobs without too many issues whatsoever. Okay, and then we're back into our lightning cooler again. So they're going to do that sigil, they're going to call up that lightning ball for us, and they're going to send that straight down the path. This is why we've got our Aatrox, we've got our Decimus with me. Bring Aatrox if you like. I've brought Decimus because he's more useful later on in the fight. Okay, so we can recall him, boom, get some coins back. And now I've put Falcia down behind me. Again, there are much better heroes. You could be using your Sun Wukongs, you could be using Kageris. You just want someone who's going to do some nice damage for you to take out this mob coming down. Remember, you don't want to give them enough time to be able to cast another one, okay, of those lightning bolts. Okay, then we're back down to, we've got the rest of the mobs coming down. We can see those. We've got the AoE mobs coming down for us now. So I've gone straight away with putting my Terrence leader down. Now I need to put her down first because I need her ultimate built up, and that is because I want her to do a double ultimate. Okay, now the next person I put down is going to be our Vaughn. Okay, so I want to get those poisons built up. Now this is the mob here. We've got some time. So common armor, so it doesn't matter who we're using against them. Okay, our defense and magic resistance is quite low. Our HP is massive, and so is our attack. Now, there's a couple of things about this mob. So, Ritual, okay, so the Red Horn Demon calls upon the power of the Fire God. I'm not even going to give that a try. Increases his attack. Fine, he's got a massive attack anyway, and it's increased, fine. Plus physical and magical damage reduction, so he's going to take less damage from physical and magic hits. Okay, this effect can be dispelled. Okay, that's the important bit. Now I haven't gone to dispel it on this one, but later on we'll go for the dispel and we'll see the difference. Okay, now the thing the mob is doing, you can see he's got the thing on the ground, and this is the point where he calls upon the power of the Fire God. So whenever this mob arrives, they call upon the power of the Fire God, and you get some time to actually kill them, okay, which is quite nice for you to know, right? So whenever they arrive, there's an amount of time for you to actually start DPSing them down before they do anything. Right, so there's Vaughn going down, and we're going to get some poisons on him. Where they're trying to go is just behind my head there. There's an exit for them there, okay? Now, this is why I've brought Decimus, okay? So I can only just about, so we're at 16. There we go. There is 17. And we can just about get him on, okay? So my coin cost is very precise for this to actually work. Mostly because nasty as I mean 25, it's an expensive coin to put. Expensive person to put down. We can just about get him down there in time, boom, and we can force the mob to go back. When he dies, he's going to go for this unyielding. That's going to give us another 8 seconds of timing to kill this mob, okay, which is just about what I need. All right, now everyone else up there, now we've got rid of everyone, we can recall them and get rid of them. The sooner you do this, the better. I've left it a little bit late, but there we are. Now our next mob down is the one that's resistant to magic. Okay, so I'm using Seraphina as a single target damage dealer. The reason, because we had a bit of a chat when we were doing the stream the other day, and people were saying she doesn't get used much, so I just had her in sort of the back of my mind, maybe give her some use. So I did. That was it. I think better off there, you'd be better off placing your Lyra or your Lucius to get some of that damage out there. Maybe Lucius, because you'd also get the dispel there, and because those sigils are in cloth, you'd then get the piercing damage bonus as well. So probably best in slot would be Lucius, but Lyra will be good as well. Now I can just about clear this mob without it. Okay, just about. It's not easy, but I can just about get him done. And there we go. That's him eventually killed. Now we've got some people coming arriving at the top. Remember, they're doing the lightning sigil, so they're going to pass off that sigil. That's going to go down the field, all right? So that would go down. No great shakes there. We haven't got anyone there. That's why we've removed everyone, but we've got enough time for everyone to come back. So there's the lightning gone. Here's our next mob coming around at the bottom side, and then this gives us a time after the lightning sigils have gone. We can now put our heroes down. There we go. Everyone's down, and it won't be long before everyone's got their ultimate up. Now I've got everyone on the field I can have, so as soon as the mob at the bottom is out of range of anyone, you can recall those and get rid of them, and then it gives you some more time to get some other people out. Okay, there we go. So I've got a Decimus. I can put Decimus out. I can now actually stop him from going again. I'm using that same trick as I did before. I get the additional 8 seconds to kill him, okay, with Nastia. I can now recall, and I should have recalled Vaughn nice and early. There we go. That mob should be dead. Plenty of poisons on him. There we go. Happy days. He's gone. So I can then recall these two. Absolutely fine. We've got 8 mobs left to go, and that's these 8 coming down at the top there. Now, as we get people come around at the top, we can actually just slot them into place. There is space at the back with the ranged fighters and things like that, and there's plenty of platforms on the sides where you can put some more platform DPS if you're a bit slower at killing these, okay? And that's about it. It's a nice straight run through, not too bad, but we're hitting the 1 mil mark for BPs, so gearing, awakenings, all of those sort of things are going to come in very helpful for you as you start to push on. As we can see, I've obliterated one side because of how she hits and her range, okay, but there we go. It's just the last sort of 3 mobs. That's all we've got to worry about. Could have just put it on auto, really. Nothing really there to take care of, but like I say, there's plenty of platform base heroes that you can put down, and there's plenty of platforms there that you can use. Okay, so there we go. That is 38 done and dusted. Team hasn't changed that much, so King we'll go over them again quickly, it won't take long. Promotion's all done. Gear in tier 3, he's probably in the better of the stuff. There we go. Skills are all done. Awakens done, and there we are with his artifact. Broknir, again, gear hasn't changed since last time. He's still in the same gear. Skills are all done. He hasn't got any awakenings, and he's just in the level 10. Falcia we haven't seen, so she's all promoted up. Gear, I've got her in IR, mostly because I just wanted some burst damage from her. Skills are all done, and I've got her to Awakening 1. Okay, I really do want her at A3. I think A3 could be interesting, but there we go. That would be for another day. She's got her own exclusive on, and it is level 13. I've already seen, there we go, gear hasn't changed, skills are still all done, awakening, she's not awakened, and she's still got her own exclusive on that's fully done up. Decimus, it doesn't really matter what you've got him in or what you do with him, just as long as you've got him promoted and you've got his Defiance skill already done up, okay? You might want to give him one of these artifacts. I generally run with one because it aids his block later on. That's it, promoted all the way up. Here, she's in Soulbound Arcana. Skills are all done. I don't have her awakened. And she's in an augmented Tier of Twilight. These are probably some of my better geared heroes, mostly because I use them for Abyss. There we go. Skills are all done. Awakened, she's at A3, and then Artifact on. There we go. Same gear and same as last time. Nothing from this has actually changed. There we are. Still the same level 10 artifact. Vaughn, Potions, gearing, Soulbound Arcana. There we go with his skills are all done. I haven't got him awakened. I would like him awakened A1 at least, but there we go. And then we've got a slightly augmented artifact for him. Seraphina, don't even know what I've got on her actually. Promoters all done. Here she's in IR. Skills are all done. Awakened, she's at A2. There we go. And then Artifact, she had a Tier of Twilight on. There we go. That's it done. 36 and 37 done. We will do 38 and 39 in another video, okay, later on. All right, thank you very much for your time. Hope this helps you out. If you could give me the old thumbs up, like and subscribe, help me out massively. I'll see you all in the video again soon. Thank you. Cheers. Goodbye.